Hi, welcome. This is a video how to update your system or how to stay rolling. I've installed in VirtualBox the old ISO of March. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen until we are at the very last version that we now have in April. So ArcoLinux is based on ArcoLinux. ArcoLinux is a rolling release. It just means update, update, update. Does not mean every 6 months there's a big release. No, that's Ubuntu and others, right? So you can decide two things. You can say, okay, I'm gonna keep updating, follow these videos. Often these videos are very educational. So watching the how to update videos, which has a playlist on YouTube, is educational because things happen, package names change and so on, and messages pop up which mean nothing, but you might be concerned about them, right? So it's all about stay rolling, but it's also about learning, and you can break your system. That's cool, that's okay. That's why we have also ISOs. Every month there's an ISO and you install it again and try again and figure out how to work with this particular operating system. All right, this is ControlT version 23.4. Today we are April, and soon the 11th will have a new version online officially, right? To update, we type update, and everything from ArcoLinux and ArcoLinux at this point in time is going to be updated. Now, before I do this, maybe let's put something in here as well. Like I said, it's always about teaching, passing on knowledge. ControlT, alias. Check out all our aliases. And this a week ago or so, in this month, there's still people asking questions. We have all kinds of servers responses that are wrong. So you want to have packages in, and you see all these lines pop up, say, there is nothing on this particular server. You need to know the command mirror, mirror A, mirror D, mirror S, right? If this one doesn't work, take the other one, take the other one, take the other one. It's different, always a little bit different in the command. But basically, we have mirrors from all over the world for ArcoLinux, right? ArcoLinux, these guys are all ArcoLinux that we're looking at. Look at the names, ArcoLinux. So we are checking where are you living in the world, what's the nearest server, what's the fastest server, and now we can spare a little bit in time maybe and update the system faster. So update again, and then we get these things. Replace Python XDG, we got this morning. So the 6th of April we got these things coming in. That's not from us, it's from ArcoLinux. It says so here. This, oops, I lost my desktop here. This is the hint. These guys are from ArcoLinux, and that one of course is from ArcoLinux. So extra means not from us. So they've decided to rename, to rebrand the thing. Python XDG is now Python PyXDG. The only thing you need to do is just press enter, right? Or yes if you want to type yes, but enter is enough because the yes is capital. So an enter means you take the capital one. All right. And now we got a lot of software in, right? 1 terabyte, yeah, see, no, 1000 megabyte, 1 gigabyte, excuse me. What am I saying, 1 terabyte? Wow. Yeah, who knows, in 10-20 years, who knows what amount we will pull through our wires or through the wireless. Anyway, the download speed is okay, I'm happy with that. So the mirror, if you want to know where it's coming from, this is where it's coming from. It's coming from Mailtunnel, ArcoLinux mailtunnel.eu, wherever that is. But it's sometimes you know it by the extension of the name, which country. DE is Germany. But okay, as long as it's fast and you're happy with it, that's cool. Otherwise, mirror S, mirror D, mirror A. Make sure you got something fast. Ooh, I see something I can explain already. Sometimes you see these lines, etc scal. Okay, Ctrl-Alt-F. What's all this scal thing about? You hear people talk about these scale things and also the frustrations about it. You don't need to do it, but you can do it. So it's a free world, and we have here learn about scale. Scale killed my settings, right? We want our machine to be 100% the way we like it, right? Settings, icons, cursors, everything. We like it to be perfect out of the box. Now, our perfect, it may not be your perfect. So that's up to you to decide whether you use scale or not. Whether you use maybe meld to get a more detailed version, whether you want to use backup scale, and so on and so on. So there's lots of information about it, about this scale thing, and it's up to you to decide. But basically, we've changed something in the package ArcoLinux bin git, and it's written in here, and it won't be used. You will not use it. You won't use this one, you won't use that one, and so on and so on. Whether you want to install it, again, that's up to you. But the configurations of every new ISO that you burn and then install is gonna contain this one. So if you want to stay rolling, like really rolling, following the ISO, you need to scale. Okay, so this is a benign message. I'm gonna get rid of it in July. Then certainly nobody has still this reflector service there. And then it's another scale. So configurations for XFCE, Thunar. So, well, a lot of them, right? This means we've done a lot of work because these are all ArcoLinux packages. All upgrading things, so a lot of stuff from ArcoLinux coming in. Remember, ArcoLinux is 90%, 90, you heard it correctly, ArcoLinux, and the rest is AOR and ArcoLinux. All right, so no messages for the rest. That's what I was checking. Scale, I do it, right? What happens? ControlH, I do have a backup. So whatever I changed, it is here in here. So we can always compare these two guys. You can check it out. What changed? I'm gonna put back in my, I don't know what kind of theme, right? So these are the changes. That's the thing we've changed in 1 month's time. And you can have a look. So look, image writer is another USB writer for ISOs. It's now in here as well. Octopi is another one for PAMAC AOR. So this service that we, of course, images are not showing. So yeah, these things you can still figure out with a simple compare and put things back. If you say, oh no, I don't want this, I don't want that. NeoFetch has changed. I don't want, for instance, settings GTK, right? So we are moving to Bibata ice, not breeze snow anymore. And if you say, no, I want to keep that one, you just put it back. Breeze snow is back in here, you see? Simple as that. Meld is a super tool. But all is explained in that particular article there. So, update, scale, last one, up all, and up all, if you do it in this sequence, is going to check if anything from the AOR is there. But this will happen less and less because we have a lot of software at this point in time on our repo. Categories, repositories, check out the things that are on here. Bravebin, sorry, didn't want to click it. Bravebin, Dropbox, and so on. Gitkraken, Google Chrome, Google Earth Pro, InSync, Minecraft, Neverball, and so on and so on. And the same here. Lots of applications. These are all red, meaning it's installed. All these guys are blue, meaning I can still install any of them with a click. And it's installed, right? So I've done my updating. Let's check if we reboot, and we should reboot always after a big update like this. Restart if everything is cool. We've just launched the latest ArcoLinux tweak tool, so I can check that one as well if that's installed. This is important to notice, right? This is another cursor. Where is my cursor? It's gone. We've chosen to get rid of breeze icons because it gave us too many updates and dependencies as well. So auto start, that's why the cursor is out, but it's still in in Breeze, because the Breeze snow theme, well, that's for Plasma. From and for Plasma. So everything looks good. F12. We have now a version of 5.5.13. Okay. And if we do an update, nothing should happen. If we do an uphold, everything should be okay. Now the last thing I always do is change the number, but at this point in time NeoFetch has changed his code, so this is NeoFetch, and we don't see the number anymore. Now we see the number with sysinfo, which is a little application that we have, and it still says 23.4. But basically, guys, we are on the last version of ArcoLinux. We've done everything we should do, right? So that's the thing, the point. Now we are gonna create a package. Super Shift Enter is what I press now. In the binary or the bin folder, stay rolling. There are the years 2020. I'll make a new one. There is already a new one. Sorry, don't need to make a new one, but I need to check it anyway. What's inside here and see if it's everything is okay. It's exactly the same as on the ISO. Let's get rid of that. So, a lot of stuff, functions that we've put up there, but it's not important. Just skip the functions. So, sudo pacman breeze is out, right? Do you want to decide whether you want to keep or remove the breeze package? It's up to you. If you want to remove it from the system or you want to keep it. And we're going to install the Ubata cursor theme, but it was already installed normally. So it's gonna skip it if it's already installed, so just being safe here. And then that's the version 20.4.3, but at this point in time we're already at 20.4.10, right? So let me just make a update and you'll see how easy it is updating and creating packages and all that. So I'm not gonna save you, don't save. Pausing the video and just making a new package for the bin folder, and then we're gonna run it. All right, the package has been created. So what do you do? F12. Remember the number 23.4. Update. We get a new package in. There you go. It's gonna be in etc skel. So you don't see it. So skel. The look is now broken, that's not important. But now we have something that's new in here. We have stay rolling version 2. Right, so there's a difference and you can compare, that's also maybe a thing to do. And then delete. So version 1 is no longer important. What I've put in here as well is the problems we've had a week or two ago with XFCE4 screensaver. Sometimes it went dark. And then you move your mouse up and there it is again. So everything was fine, but it was not fine, right? It was annoying. So there was we had to look what causes this, right? But we figured out that it's this particular package that we did not have prior to, I think we put it in January or February somewhere in the system, in the ISO. So it's out of it. If it's again, if you want it, if you don't have any issues and you would like to keep XFCE screensaver, then you say here, something else, we'll do it together. So that's a new thing, and what I've changed is the number right here. So I must have saved it. Oh yeah, okay, fine. So yeah, I must have saved it here. You see, it should be 03 or what was it, 03.4 I think, right? So that's the difference, and you don't need number 1 by, right? And then you just run this one and you know what's going to happen. You can read what's going to happen. There's no GUI, there's nothing available. Press this big red button. No, you know exactly what's going to happen by reading the code. So decide whether you want to keep or remove the Breeze package. So if you go for appearance, no, I'm in the wrong place. I am in the wrong place. This is XFCE. The cursors are separate. Here they are. theme. So Breeze, do you want to keep it or don't you want to keep it? It's all up to you. Maybe you want to switch back to Breeze, right? Or Bibata, or that one, or that one. Okay, so choices. So it's up to you to decide if you want to remove it or not. I'm gonna remove it as a way of to see that it works, because no won't do anything. So yes. And that's the point, right? Can you imagine that one cursor is actually going to install all those packages? So that's not our choice. Breeze is a package created for and from ArcoLinux for Plasma or KDE, and it's like that. We don't have a choice in that. That's why Xcursor Breeze is there, but these two guys conflict with each other, and we said let's stop altogether with these cursors and go to Bibata. Decide whether you want to remove XFC for screensaver. Let's see if it's still in here. So what is always interesting to know is it installed or not? Then I ask people, try to remove it. If you can remove it, then it's installed, right? So it is installed. If you have problems with your screen suddenly turning black, and then you have to wheel with your mouse and move your touchpad maybe to wake it up again, and you find that annoying, well, then you can just remove this application, because that's the reason. I do see we had here a yes/no thing. Answer yes or no if you want to remove it. I guess I've deleted that line. So yes/no is the question here. I need to make a new version, and then the yes/no pop-up text will be there, just an echo text. So XFC4 screensaver is there, fine. And Bibata cursor was already up to date, skipping, so that's fine too. Okay, I was thinking, oh yeah, so it's just a message optionally, requires optionally, so it's still gonna be removed. And then we need to have this release number. Let's have a look. ControlT and sysinfo, and the 20.4.10 is there. Now sometimes you also say this, right? Because this guy is going to get basically going to look at this particular file in the system, and it's gonna say it's 20.4.10. But again, guys, it's not important. If you've done an update, a scal and an upall, you're rolling. Simple as that. All right, have fun.